So I've got some very good news and some really bad news about this scenario in particular. So let's start with the good news first because the good news is this is a final scenario with Dominic Myers. And if you know why I hate Dominic Myers, you should know I'll be the first person who will be relieved after completing this scenario. Who is actually relieved since I completed this scenario anyway. Now for the bad news. This is the single most frustrating and toughest scenario you will face in the entire career mode. And I'll tell you why. The thing is, in this scenario, you cannot hire anyone. That is its unique obstacle, I should say. You cannot hire anyone, and you cannot let anyone be fired, or you cannot let anyone quit the job. And God forbid if the security guard quits, you're basically screwed. You might as well restart the scenario. So, first things first, for the Browns, you need to adopt the rescue animals. Now, the rescue animals are one gold cheetah, which, by the way, is dead at this point. These are the offspring of its offspring of its offspring, I guess. Yeah. So the gold cheetah is dead by the way, because I got trigger happy with the fast forward, and for good reason. I'll tell you later. But for now, just assume that the cheetah, the gold cheetah which I got, I built an exhibit, a quick one with this one, and placed it right here, opposite to the Siberian tiger exhibit, or habitat, I should say. Habitat. Siberian tiger habitat. Just opposite to this one, past the bridge. And the orangutans, I placed it here. In the meanwhile, now you see when you place orangutans, the gold orangutan, there is only one female with gold appeal. If you place them here, they will get severe space issues and social issues. But you don't have to worry about that for now. In the beginning, I mean. Once you place both of these, just fast forward just a little bit until your budget gets to 26 or 28k. In the meanwhile, when you're fast forwarding it and waiting for the budget to rise, put down some staff rooms. I put 2 down here and 3 down over here. There's only one in the beginning, right here. You have to put multiple of them down so that at least the staff remains just a teeny tiny bit of happy and they don't think of quitting. Now, at this point you will get multiple issues over here which says that staff members are bound to quit or something. Yes, we need to address this when you get at 28k budget, because by that time you can afford to raise their wages. Now thing you need to do is, when you go to the salary, there should be a little thumbs down, red thumbs down icon over here, just beside the salary and to the left of these increase or decrease arrows over here. What you need to do is keep on increasing the salary until the thumbs down icon goes away. And you need to do this for every single worker over here. Because like I said, if they quit, you can't hire anyone else. And your zoo will be screwed. There's no other sugarcoating way to put it. You will be screwed basically. So, you just have to raise the salaries until the thumbs down icon goes away. As for your budgets, you don't have to worry, because once you put down the cheetahs and you do a decent amount of research on them, I researched them to max, I think. Yeah. Same for the orangutan. Both are golds, both will get you a lot of money once you put down enough donation boxes in the habitat. See? They will give you a decent amount of money in the beginning. So the yearly profit thing will obviously increase. It's just 1.5k, so it's not that much of a hurdle at this point, is it? As for the other animals, you need to keep an eye out for them too, because most of them do not have enrichment items, especially the zebra and the Siberian tiger. And yeah, that bear habitat over there. This one. Make sure you make its barriers out of concrete. Put down a viewing window like this so that guests can view it, but it cannot break that stuff. The earlier barrier is made of corrugated metal, so you need to build a stronger barrier, because I had the bear escape twice, after which I decided to opt for the concrete barrier. Now, that being said, you just have to fast forward it a bit. Once the guest happiness is 75%, you are done with the bronze thing. It's not that difficult. Once you increase their wages, their moods will slowly begin to improve. You just need to get the thumbs down icon. You just need to get rid of the thumbs down icon, I mean. Not get it. Anyway. Now for the silver. Same thing will happen. You just need to, increase the overall staff happiness to 80. It's not that difficult. Now, if someone threatens to quit at this point, all you need to do is train them. See this arrow over here? I cannot train these ones, but I can train these ones. Just click on that arrow and it will train them. So, after a while, you can see that threaten to quitting warning will go away, which means that the staff will be in a slightly better mood, which means the overall staff happiness will increase, which means you get that 80%. The yearly profit, like I said, with the cheetahs and orangutans, you can easily increase them. Just make sure you put down some enrichments in the orangutans, because their welfare is already in the orange because of the severe spacing and social issues. Don't bother to buy any orangutan at this point, because you don't have enough shall I say, conservation credits. Now, the required animals. The West African lions are placed over here. This is an empty habitat in the beginning. This one. So, yeah, it's the best for West African lions because it's made of concrete. So, they cannot break it, they cannot climb over it. It's basically made for West African lions. The reticulated giraffe, I made another enclosure for it and I placed it over here. Obviously it died by now and I didn't want to, put another one because in the gold medal you have to put the general welfare to 90%. So it was a rush to get things done. So yeah, we put it in this thing we made over here. You have to increase the staff path from here. Just get rid of this. So you have to increase the staff path from here. Put down a power generator over here, and that's it. Put down the giraffe or 2 giraffes over here. Now the West African lions are costly, so keep an eye out for your budget when you adopt them. 2 new cheetahs. You already have 1 cheetah. You just need to buy it a mate and place it in its enclosure after the quarantine. Yeah, the quarantine is your best friend in this one because sometimes the water gets dirty. And speaking of dirty water, the water purification unit is by default placed over here. What I did was place it over here and connect it with a staff path so guests won't be able to go all the way over here. Put down a power transformer too so that the Siberian tigers, the zebras, and which one is this? The timber wolves. All 3 habitats will have clean water. Same for the Bornean orangutans. You just need to buy it a mate. But this time, you need to build a bigger enclosure if you have the money. Or you could just put it in the same enclosure over there. Now, at this point you'll get... No. There's one more thing remaining, right? For the reporter's visit. Now, for the reporter's visit, this is the hardest part of the silver medal. Now, what you need to do for the reporter's visit is you need to train your security guard, the only one you have, to 5 stars. There's no other way around it, guys. Just, you need to trust me on this one. Train your security guard to 5 stars. And then put security cameras everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, when I say everywhere, I mean it. It will cost you a bit, about say 4k to 5k or even 6k as a whole, because you need to place them every freaking where. See, I placed them so close by so you don't actually have a point that isn't monitored by security cameras. Place them everywhere. See this white street light kind of thing? Those are the security cameras. They are found in facilities, bins, benches, and security. Right here. And opt for the expensive ones because, yeah, why not? You don't have to worry about the budget because of the cheetahs and the lions, so just keep their welfare in the green and the rest will be easy. And speaking of keeping welfare in the green, do not make work zones for any of your staff. It will just complicate things. Let them be free in this scenario. That being said, now you just have to fast forward things a bit and wait for the reporter to, visit your zoo. And just pray to God. Even in my attempt, the crime occurrences below, we have to keep it below 8, right? My crime occurrences were 7. So it was a narrow escape. You just need to be a bit lucky, I guess, in this one. But, training the security guard always helps. It minimizes the crime occurrences by a huge amount. Before training the security guard, my crime occurrences were about 26 to 28 during the reporter's visit. When I trained him to 5 stars, they dropped to say 10 or 12. And when I placed security cameras, they dropped to about 7 or 8. So that crime occurrences during the reporter's visit, I just got lucky. There's no other better way around this. You just need to spam security cams basically. And you need to train the security guard to max level. That's it. That's all for the silver medal. For the gold medal. The staff happiness at 90. You need to do whatever it is you do. Get better staff rooms, and by the staff rooms, you can use this perk. The social club perk. Using this perk will, make staff members have a bit more happiness. So that does help with the overall staff happiness. Use it on every staff room if you have to. It is a bit costly, I agree, but it will help in the long run, won't it? Now, the yearly profit of 15,000, you don't even need to worry about it at this point, because lions and cheetahs and orangutans. See this crowd? Yeah. This is what happens when you put gold appeal animals in your zoo. It won't take much time, 15,000 of yearly profit. Now the average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. Ignore that for the time being. You should get the breed one new cheetah by now if you have already bred one cheetah. Cheetahs are the easiest to set the welfare to green. You just need a hard shelter, some enrichments, and heaters to keep the temperature under control, because it does snow in this map. So keep an eye out for stuff like that. Now, from each biome, this one is the tacky part. The tundra animal is, I think, the Siberian tiger. So you already have that. The taiga animal is the grizzly bear, I think. The grassland animal is, of course, the cheetah. The temperate animal is, I think, the timber wolf. Yeah. And the tropical animal is, of course, the orangutans. Now you need to buy a desert animal and an aquatic animal. And we don't have much options in this one, so what I did was I adopted Bactrian camels and placed them in the giraffe enclosure. And the reason why you don't see the giraffe, I already explained, is because it died. So I made the habitat more suitable for Bactrian camels. So when you adopt Bactrian camels, that's your desert animal done. Now for the aquatic animals. Like I said, you don't have much choice. You need to build another habitat. I built one just behind the lion enclosure for the saltwater crocs. Yeah, I know. I like my saltwater crocs, so yeah. What you need to do is adopt a female. The males will have spacing issues and stuff, so yeah, there's that. I think it's a weird glitch, I don't know, because the enclosure seems pretty big. Now fill the plant needs with everything you got. Put down a water purification unit right over here so that at least part of the enclosure has purified water, so the whole of the enclosure has purified water. That being said, you have all your animals from each biome. Now for the Bornean orangutan, and this is very essential, guys. These Bornean orangutans are a menace. I told you so about the mandrills too. Now, if you have kept them in this habitat without moving them, I highly recommend that you build another habitat for them because of the spacing issues and stuff. I built this one and I did an upper walkway for guests so they can view them easily. But I noticed that the spacing issues still wouldn't go away. So I checked this. They need a lot of climbable area, and the male needs his harem. Now it seems a bit sexist to say it, but yeah, he needs his harem. He needs about 4 to 5 females. Yeah, I'm not even kidding on this one. He needs about 4 to 5 females. Just one male and 4 to 5 females. It will be a bit costly for the conservation credits, but you have lions, dude. You have lions and cheetahs, so you don't need to worry at this point. Just release some of them in the wild and you're good to go. And these Borneo orangutans, they won't breed unless their welfare is in the green. Keep that in mind. So, the climbable area. What I did was I spammed tamarind trees. You can easily find them here. Just the filters are Asia, tropical, and in property climbable. Just filter out this things and you will get the tamarind tree too. Spam these trees all over the place, but just make sure that the branches don't go over the barrier. For obvious reasons, if they climb out, then it will be a mess for you. Spam these trees all over the enclosure. That is why I said you will need a bigger enclosure, right? This is the reason. And now, at this point, I think you should have maximum research for orangutans. So, yeah, put down the food and toy enrichments for them. That should give them about 100% happiness or welfare. So now you just need to keep an eye out for any other species that has below average welfare and sort that out with enrichments or whatever it needs. So that's it, guys. Once you're done with that, just fast forward time so that the reporter visits, and the average happiness when the reporter visits has to be about 95%. So even if one or two of your animals have issues, you can easily pause the gameplay like this and just address those issues. And then get back to the fast forwarding thing, because that is actually necessary in this one. And when you pause the gameplays, the habitat species welfare wouldn't be affected much. That is why you need about 95. So even if it falls down to say 90 during the visit, you can always get that back up. Understand? You only need that 90 for the duration of the reporter's visit. It's not that hard. Once you get the orangutans up to 90, it's done. Orangutans are the toughest because they need climbable structures and stuff. And this structure, by the way, I think I downloaded it from one of the Steam Workshops thing. Steam Workshop, yeah. I didn't make it, by the way. I forgot to give credit for who it was, but I think you'll find it somewhere in the climbable stuff. Anyway, that's it for this gold requirement. Just be patient and you'll get gold. Like I said, it's the most frustrating scenario because even if one of your staff members quits, you basically have to restart the whole scenario. I was fortunate enough to, do this in one attempt, but I wouldn't advise it for you guys because, it gets frustrating. Just this morning, I was screaming at my orangutans to breed. Then I realized that the male was, in fact, a bit infertile, so I replaced him with a better male. And that's what initiated the breeding. Even after all this, they went breeding. Just imagine the frustration from a zookeeper's or a zoo manager's point of view. Anyway, that's it for this scenario, guys. Like I said, it's a final scenario with Dominic Myers. I won't give you spoilers as to what happens next, but yeah, something good is about to happen. That's all I can say. I'll leave you to guess what that good stuff is. So yeah, that's it for this scenario, guys. Hope my tips helped. Just stay calm and increase the salary wages so that they don't quit. Not salary wages, staff wages. What am I saying? Staff wages so they don't quit. And keep your animal welfare in the green. That's it. You'll be done with this scenario faster than you think. Just be patient, guys. And if you have any queries or anything, any doubts about this scenario, you can always comment down in the section. I'll be happy to help whenever. So, please like, share and subscribe this if you haven't already. And take care, guys. And sorry for the delay, by the way. This scenario was literally kicking my ass for about 3 days. Just finished it this afternoon. And barely, I should say. Anyway, take care, guys, and you guys are the best. Just take care and be patient with the scenario.